Hi, this is Lori of Lori's Happy Stamps, and today we're going to look at Nests of Christmas, my alternative projects for Paper Pumpkin October 2024. This was a very fun kit to work on, and I wanted to share 6 projects with you today. So let's get to it. The first thing I want to share with you is I always put my stamps on a piece of cardboard and cover it with packing tape so that I can put my stamps on it, and I know exactly where my stamps go. So that's a handy little hint for that. If you are in my club, we will be meeting on November the 1st on Zoom at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And this kit is in the mail to you. So in your kit, you're going to have some acetate and some cardstock. You're going to have some images that you are going to want to cut out and color. You are going to have, what else? I think that's about it. So fun stuff that's coming your way, and it went in the mail today. So let me share with you what I did with these 2 cards. I thought they were beautiful the way they are, but you know, I like my cards to have a certain heft to them. And I thought that the edging on the fronts were just a little bit too thin. So I have provided a piece of acetate. And the acetate is 4 by 5 1/4. And you just glue it on the back of your front panel, and then you build from that. So for my first card, that really is the only thing that I did differently for this card. But I wanted to show you also what to do if you want a vertical card, which we will be making when we get together. So here is the horizontal card, and then the vertical card I just wanted to show you is you need your card base, and then you're going to stamp on it, and I stamped on it here and here, and I stamped right on the acetate as well. You are going to glue the ribbon and the sentiment together, and then bump it up on dimensionals and put it right there. And then this piece, what I did is I bumped this up on dimensionals and laid it on here, and then I glued this whole piece onto here. So it is a vertical card as well as a horizontal card, and I think it's very pretty either way. I almost like the horizontal better, or the vertical better than the horizontal. What do you think? Okie dokie. So that's card number 1. So for card number 2, and technically I guess that's two different ways to do that first card. And then the same thing with this card. I, again, added some acetate behind the window, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. I just followed the window with my glue and then laid it on there. And then what I did for this card is I glued the Joyful Thoughts to You This Season and the ribbon on the inside flat. So you open it up like this. And then on the outside, I glued this piece flat. I glued the back piece flat, and then I added my little bird up like that. So to make that card, I think it does look best that way because of the way the window orientation goes, but so I didn't flip it. But for this card, you will need your card base, and you're going to need the piece of acetate, and you're gonna just put your glue all around the edge here. And then what I did is I laid my acetate here and on the blue side, and just made sure I had an edge all the way around, put my glue around here, and then closed this up like that. Then the acetate will lift up with the front. So then I built right on there. So for this card, you need this piece that'll be glued up at the top. On the bottom, you're going to glue this piece flat, and then this piece is up on dimensionals right there. And then the one thing I did again, or I will do again, is glue my ribbon to the back of my label. And remember, you have wide tear and tape, so you can use that this time around. Wide tear and tape and in your kit, and then you're just going to you're just gonna put it where you want it, and then there you have that card. So creates that card. It's beauty, and I really like it. So we have 5 of each of those cards, and I'm going to encourage you to make all of those cards. I did give my club members acetate to make 1 each, or you can make 2 of 1. It depends on what you want, but I am going to make all of my cards with the acetate. I love them that way. All right, so then you have some extra pieces from your card bases, so don't throw them away. And what we're going to do is make some tags. So here is my holiday tag that I'm suggesting, and I used the to and from the North Pole Paper Pumpkin November 2022, but you could use any to from. And if you don't have that, go ahead and you can just write them and then stamp the happy holidays here. And then I glued my little what is that, gingerbread boy on there. And so I wanted to share with you that you are going to get, if you're in my club kit club, you've got one of these stars stamped out, and all you have to do is use your jelly roll pen, and you're going to go through and you're going to use your jelly roll pen to create the eyes, the mouth, a little squiggle on each point for his arms and his legs, and then 3 buttons down the front. And then if you want yours to stand out, what you're going to do is use your scoreboard, and you're going to score from point to center, point to center, point to center, point to center. And then you're going to lift up on your arms and legs and head in the center. And then you're going to bend in on the alternating score lines. So then you get a three-dimensional, gingerbread boy. So then all I did was put glue right here and attach it to this little piece right here that I have used, and what I used is, hold on just a second. I used the Nestled Essential Dies, and I used this second to the largest one, and we used it for a card window in another sample, so this was the leftover. So anyway, put a hole here, stamp Happy Holidays, put a hole in your window piece, and then just string a piece of twine through them, and then glue on your gingerbread boy. And aren't those just adorable? And you can make 5 of those with your kit. So enjoy. And if you don't have more gingerbread stars, you can use anything. So you can use some cutouts from other designer series paper for something, an image here. You could use a sticker that you de-stick and glue it just on the edge. So lots of possibilities to have something hanging off the front, and I just love hanging off stuff. I think that's very cool. So that's how you do your tags. And again, you can make 5 tags with your 5 window pieces. You can also do tags with your green pieces out of your other card bases as well. I haven't yet, but certainly something that you can do. Now, this is an alternative right here. And what I am pairing this kit up with is what they were suggesting, this Winterly Treetops. And, oh, I didn't do that yet. Okay, not yet. Hold on. This is the cardinal from the kit. And so you will also need, so you're going to just stamp it and cut it out. I used the gray granite to stamp him, and I thought he turned out really pretty. You're going to need a card base that is 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4 and 5 1/2, and then a 4 by 5 1/4 inch lining for the inside. You'll need a 3/4 inch by 4 inch piece for the inside, and then I have a 1/4 inch piece of the green from one of the green pieces that I popped out of one of the card bases. And then you will see I used some Nest of Winter designer series paper. And what I did for you is I glued it, and then I made a I used a die cut. I used the Stylish Shape dies. I used the second to the largest one, and I have it there, so you just have to push it out. And what I'm going to do is turn it around backwards, and the card looks like this. So I cut out my cardinal, colored him with light and dark markers. Then I glued my little perch on there for him, that 1/4 inch green piece, and he's over, hangs over the circle. Then I turned the circle upside down, glued it, and lifted it up so it glued right here. Then I used my Jelly Roll pen again, 1.0. I love this thing. And I put little dots here so it looks like snow. Then I stamped Joyful Thoughts to You This Season, and I used Versamark. And then I used some gold embossing powder and embossed it. Then added some dots. And that's that card. I think it's very handsome. Nothing fancy, but it does the trick. And then for the envelope, I used a regular envelope, and for my club, you're going to need 3 of these, I think, to make our alternatives. Glued on the piece here that you have also in your bits. And then I haven't decided what I want to do here, if I want to stamp a cardinal or if I want to do a branch, or maybe both. We'll decide. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so that's how you do that card. Let's see, put these back in order. Okay, and then the next card that I have is again using that Nest of Winter paper. I cut down the paper to 4 by 5 1/4 for the front, and then I used the Stylish Shape dies, and I cut this piece out here. And what I did is bumped it up on dimensionals. I again did the embossing because my ladies want to practice their embossing. So today I used the white embossing powder and did Merry Christmas, and we'll be doing that on screen live on our Zoom. Then I used a liner that is 4 by 5 1/4, and then my 3/4 of an inch piece, or maybe that's 1/2 inch. Anyway, I glued it on the back side of the front flap. And then you can add whatever you want to the front. And I said I bumped this up on dimensionals, right? And then this one like pops up, kind of cool. I added a ribbon, but you can add whatever you want. And I also have some gems on here. So sweet little card. It would be a darling thank you card as well as a Christmas card. And for my ladies, you're either going to have your flag up here, or it's going to be down here, depending on which piece of the paper that you got. And again, you just have to push it out and flip it over. So that is this, this card. And then I have one more card to share with you. And that'll be it. So just fun cards today. I am using some leftover green, garden green 6x6 paper to make some envelope covers, so flap covers. So if you have some outdated 6x6 designer series paper, that makes perfect flap covers. So again, this card, I really like this card. This card has an acetate piece as well, and you have the smaller acetate for this card, and it looks like this. So we have 2 pieces of the green from one of the pop-outs, and then I have provided you a winterly treetops piece that you might want to cut out and color as an option, or you can use something else. But then I stamped the Happy Holidays on the inside. I put my bling on the inside, and I added a piece of fern on the inside. So I just think that that's a very pretty card. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed my alternatives and you give them a try. If you're in my club, I look forward to seeing you on the 1st. If you don't have a demonstrator and you're looking for a demonstrator, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Just send me a text or a message. Send me a message and I will hook you up. But hope you're having a great day and enjoy this kit.